June Croft. Karen wipes away a tear as they come on.
And there's the Aussies. Aren't they proud of her? Tracey Wikham, 19 years of age, trains in this pool with Laurie Lawrence.
Great stuff, Tracey.
I love Tracey. So do I.
So does Australia.
The match, the Queen has been escorted by Sir Edward Williams, chairman of the Games Foundation. Tracey there's got some souvenirs.
Norman, you can't go out much better than that, Karen. If you're going to get up and do your last swim, it's awful nice to pick up a gold medal, get it presented by the Queen, and have most of Australia watching what you're doing.
She missed a world record by about 2 seconds, but that she'd set out determined to burn that June Croft off, and she just did it like Max Meskin did earlier today.
Well, there's a lot of difference between racing for a record and racing for. There's Sid Grange leading the Queen down around the concourse.
Yes, Sir Williams, the chairman of the foundation here.
So that's a
nice close up of the nice view. It's a beautiful sort of marine green, isn't it?
It's a beautiful outfit.
I think we'll watch this in silence. What do you think? Let the crowd tell their story.
The winner of the gold medal for the 400 metres freestyle for women, Tracey Wikham, representing Australia. Tracey's time, 4 minutes, 8.82 seconds. The winner of the silver medal for the 400 metres freestyle for women, Jackie Wilmot, representing England. Jackie's time, 4 minutes, 13.04 seconds. The winner of the bronze medal for the 400 metres freestyle for women, June Croft, representing England.
That's June's third medal, 2 golds, and a bronze.
June's time, 4 minutes, 13.13 seconds.
And the whole of Brisbane, or might I say the whole of Australia, rejoices.
She'd have to be the proudest young lady in Australia at the moment.
She's very proud to be Australian.
Here they come to Waltzing Matilda.
I tell you what, Laurie Lawrence, her coach, deserves a lot of that credit. He brought her back from the Dolphins. She wasn't interested in swimming anymore. She'd retired. That's it, finish. Laurie knew that she had the potential to do it. He's picked her up in the mornings and brought her to training at 5:30. He's taken her home. He's picked her up again at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and dropped her off. He's looked after her. He's psyched her up. He's cheered her. She owes a lot to Laurie Lawrence.
Look at the big gold medal on the lava bear. Look at that. Isn't it lovely? Good on you, Tracey. Let's we get a special wave from Tracey. She always does. We know her well, and she'll look after us up here. There she is, look, waving to Mark.
She was thrust into the limelight when she made the Olympic team for 1976 Olympics in Montreal at 13 years of age. Like a first world record at 15.
She's had tremendous pressure on her this meet.
She always has tremendous pressure. Whenever she goes out, everybody expects her to win.
Well,
nothing less.
And she still holds those 2 world records, set in 1978. That in itself is a remarkable performance, to hold the world record for that long in swimming.
well, they can't get near her, Norman.
Well, she's going into the interview room. Peter Longman is waiting down there, so any second from now, just a few seconds, we're going to hear from the young lady herself.
Well, if the crowd went home, they've got their money's worth. Right there. And there's 3 great events to come.
Right, here we go, Mark. She's going in there, so we'll just cross straight down when it happens to Tracey Wikham and Peter Longman.
Well, congratulations, Tracey. A tremendous swim. How did it feel?
Oh, good. Really good. I've been so worried because I've been pretty sick. And I was going to pull out today again. I'm so glad I didn't.
You seemed to try to burn off your rivals early on. Was that your tactics?
Yeah, well, I knew they're good, both good sprinters, and I had to get out early, so in case they came back at me at the end with a good sprint 100, so I knew that's what I planned to do all the way, go out real hard.
Well, how worried were you really about your cold today?
I was pretty worried. I had a temperature this afternoon about 3 o'clock, pretty bad one, and took a few Disprin and kept it down and, you know, soaked up on the vitamin C, etc.
Any thoughts about your future now, Tracey?
That's why I'm so upset, because I'm retired.
That's your last swim?
Yeah.
Anyone you like to play credit to, as it is your last swim?
I could write a book. But the main people, I want to thank my parents who've worked so hard, and my coach, Laurie. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here. And my grandfather, and just sisters, and everybody.
Thanks, Tracey. Congratulations again. Tremendous.
Well, she has a lot of that character. She has a lot of that character they call guts, doesn't she?
I'll say.
Majesty the Queen, great man. For Tracey, shows you when you hear the story behind the scenes, it's not all that easy, is it?
Certainly isn't.
Majesty meeting the Australian team here. That's right. That's in front of us too. And
she's being escorted by Arch Steinbeck, past president of the Australian Swimming Union.
Still a thrill for the Australian team.
And look at the size of that koala.
Go on, give it to her. Oh, just a bit. Team manageress, Di Bendai. Dr. Di Bendai, I should say.
This informality by the royal family is terrific at these games. There's no playing too much of the national anthem. There was on the first occasion to arrive here, of course, but from now on she'll just go between venues. There'll be no problem like that. She saw a great event. First up. Not a bad view to get at the games to start with, performing like that.
Certainly a good way to go.
Karen, you're crying.
Oh, I can't help it, Mark.
This is great. Laurie Lawrence, the coach of Tracey Wikham, meeting Her Majesty. Now that's a wonderful thing. Laurie deserves, as you say, a tremendous amount of credit.
He was responsible for Stephen Holland, too. One of the all-time great distance coaches, Laurie.
Well, there's no doubt in the popularity of Her Majesty in this country.
World title, she did 4:08.98. She did 4:08.82. Better.
Just as Her Majesty leaves, Stuart Aldred, our statistician here, has just reminded me that when Schmidt won the world title at Ecuador, she did 4:08.98.